my story. He expressed something that was of a fantasy, and it was in my efforts to want to please and be what I thought he wanted.
Right. As the mother, your kid is gonna pick up on that, you know, and not be able to necessarily take in, oh, I'm so amazing because my mom says I'm amazing.
Right.
If my mom doesn't love herself, like how can I expect her to love? With a lot of the just like unworthiness, like I'm innately unlovable somehow, no matter how I look, what I weigh, like how my hair looks, whatever the outside reflection is, there's something innately about me that I have to earn love from people and like constantly prove myself.
It's about time Demi Moore stopped getting dragged through the mud. Guess whose name just got tossed into the fire while everyone else is still busy unraveling Diddy's shady business? Yes, the real Miss Ghost herself. Turns out, Demi wasn't. Just sipping cocktails at Diddy's parties. A newly surfaced video shows her in some extremely questionable situations with much younger guests. And now she's upset that her darker side has gone public. Honestly, this isn't even shocking. It's almost funny. Because, let's be real, it's Demi Moore. She's been pulling stunts like this for decades. If you've been paying attention, you'd know she had a long history of chasing younger men even before Ashton Kutcher. Just look at this.
We do love him, and I love them.
I think it's more the good publicity. You're out of your mind.
Absolutely, because he's one of my most favorite people.
Yes, it is that horrible. He was 13. Jaguar Wright even criticized her for reportedly using Ashton as a shared accessory between her and her daughter. And that is true before you roll your eyes. Even when Ashton and her mother were getting married, Demi's daughter acknowledged that she had a serious crush on him.
You got Ashton Kutcher in love with Mila Kunis on that 70s show. Then they break up for absolutely no reason after he starts hanging out with Diddy. Then he marries Demi Moore, who drained him of all the adrenochrome she can, and apparently he replenished himself by doing inappropriate things with her daughters.
Now that she has been exposed by pictures from Diddy's wild nights, she is upset. Additionally, it is clear that the apple didn't fall far because Demi's daughters are already imitating her every move. Let us break this down completely, since it is beyond messy. First of all, it should not be shocking when Demi's name is used in court because her own daughters have previously exposed her.
Yeah, I think I always used to feel a bit nervous sometimes, or I had that almost imposter syndrome.
Yes.
And would have moments of going, oh, my...
Can I do this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we don't have any scenes together so far, but she's actually living with me in my apartment, which is definitely interesting. I came back from a little vacation and like all of the rugs had moved. And there were like little new flower pots and kitchen things. And I was like,
it was a family night out for Demi Moore, who made a rare appearance with all three of her daughters at the Vanity Fair's Oscars party on Sunday. It's everything. It really is. Rumored Tallulah and Scout Willis posing alongside their mama before heading inside the event.
Recently, Demi Moore's daughter dropped some shocking claims, not just about her mom's ties to P. Diddy, but also about Ashton Kutcher's wild parties. The truth is, Demi's name has always been linked to some pretty dark Hollywood secrets. And while this latest revelation might be the confirmation everyone's been waiting for, to truly understand how deep her connection with Diddy runs, we have to rewind a bit. Let's break down Demi's relationships. You'll notice a pattern, I promise. She's not just a Hollywood name, she was royalty. Demi was a major icon in the 90s, winning awards like the Emmy and the Golden Globe. That's just a glimpse of her trophy shelf.
At 62, Demi Moore is still sizzling. Last night's Golden Globes far from her first charade. And Demi, in the last 4 decades, she starred in endless box office hits from 1985's St. Elmo's Fire.
How come we never made it past it?
At 62, Demi Moore still turns heads. Last night's Golden Globes weren't her first glamorous moment, far from it. Over the past 4 decades, she starred in countless box office hits, starting with St. Elmo's Fire in 1985. But while her acting career had its highs, it never quite soared again in the same way after that.
To meet, marry, get pregnant in just 4 months. And then the next 10 years together are a blur of rearing 3 daughters, making 33 movies, and drifting toward divorce, determined to put their children first.
In terms of her love life, Demi has been married 3 times. But it was her second marriage to fellow A-lister Bruce Willis that really grabbed headlines. The two share 3 daughters, Tallulah, Scout, and Rumor. Even after their split in 2000, they remained close and focused on co-parenting. They always prioritized their girls.
Why do you think this culture is still so shocked, unnerved, unsettled by a woman who is 15 years older?
Gosh, I don't know. It's so silly.
Then, in 2003, Demi's love life took another dramatic turn when she met Ashton Kutcher at a dinner party. Their romance sparked fast and spread like wildfire through the tabloids. Everyone was talking, mostly about their 15-year age gap. Demi was older, and the media couldn't stop obsessing over it.
I was safe. I had money. He loved my children. It wasn't something he feared. He seemed to be comfortable with the enormity of the ex-husband. I mean, I felt like I was not coming with baggage. I had trauma.
From the start, their relationship faced criticism. Many said Demi had no business dating someone so young. But here's the truth. Demi has always been drawn to age gap relationships. She later dated chef Daniel Humm, who was 15 years older. Then Ashton, and musician Sean Friday, who is 24 years younger. So this wasn't new for her. Despite the backlash, Demi and Ashton kept going. Demi later shared that Ashton gave her a sense of security and helped her move on from her past, especially her breakup with Bruce Willis. It also helped that Ashton got along well with her kids. 2 years later, they tied the knot.
Demi Moore and her daughters come to the red table to talk about the pain passed down from parent to child.
Welcome, Demi Moore and Tallulah.
Thank you. This is such a nice day.
It is.
Though Demi shrugged off the criticism, her daughters didn't escape unscathed. Rumor and Tallulah Willis have both spoken publicly about the emotional toll their mom's chaotic personal life took on them. When Jada Pinkett Smith opened up on Red Table Talk about how her mother's choices shaped her childhood, Rumor got serious, and so did the conversation.
You've had the mother, your kid is going to pick up on that, and not be able to necessarily take in, oh, I'm so amazing because my mom says I'm amazing.
Right.
If my mom doesn't love herself, like how can I expect her to love? With a lot of the just like unworthiness, like I'm innately unlovable somehow, no matter how I look, what I weigh, like how my hair looks, whatever the outside reflection is, there's something innately about me that I have to earn love from people and like constantly prove myself.
Let's be honest. Jada's show might feel like a therapy session led by Charles Manson sometimes. But I digress. Rumor revealed that Demi's battles with addiction, anxiety, and depression deeply affected her own self-esteem. She inherited her mom's distorted self-image, feeling unloved and trying to constantly change how she looked to gain approval. Demi's internal struggles didn't stay internal. They trickled down to her children in a powerful, painful way.
That's something that we talked about and shared. I felt like my mom made a choice to hold back certain things from like sharing about her past. And I think that always made me feel very far away from her. And it always made me feel like I didn't know her very well.
Demi's youngest daughter, Tallulah, didn't hold back either. She opened up about the emotional wall that formed between them, especially because Demi kept parts of her past hidden. That silence created distance. By 15, Tallulah had already started drinking, echoing her mother's troubled youth. It wasn't until her situation got out of hand that the family finally came together to support her. In a hopeful turn, she moved in with Demi and began therapy.
But the thing was, you used to have posters of Ashton in your like he's a hot looking dude. I mean,
he was one of many on the wall. But
right.
he was up there. Hey, it was definitely weird for a minute, but I have to commend him, and he was a really great stepfather and really, the perspective like shifted very quickly.
Did you
take down the picture?
like how long do you wait before you take down the poster? Like
The revelations didn't stop there. During an interview with Howard Stern, Rumor admitted something wild. Ashton Kutcher wasn't just her mom's boyfriend. He was also her childhood crush. She used to have posters of him in her bedroom. Imagine how weird that must have felt when her mom actually started dating him. Still, she gave Demi credit for pulling someone like Ashton. She even admitted that Ashton turned out to be a pretty great stepdad.
did you mistrust the relationship at first between your mother and Ashton because you say to yourself, well, this is just not going to work. There's no way. I'm being protective of my mother. Do you think to yourself, I've got to stop this?
No, I mean, I feel like I was kind of impressed. I was like, yeah, girl, get it. All right.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Even though the relationship was complicated, Rumor said she admired her mom's charm. And despite Ashton eventually marrying Mila Kunis, he and Rumor stayed on friendly terms. The connection ran deeper than anyone expected.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote. If you have one, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through that.
Now you may be wondering, where does Diddy come into all this? Let's bring Ashton back into the picture. Over the years, Ashton's name has popped up in several shady conversations, making people wonder if there's more to him than meets the eye. One relationship that's always raised eyebrows. His long-standing friendship with Sean Diddy Combs. They were often spotted partying together, attending wild events, even co-hosting Diddy's famous all-white parties. During an interview on Hot Ones, Ashton admitted he'd been to Diddy's events, but flat out refused to say what happened there. That silence. It was loud.
Diddy has said this. He said, when I give a party, I have to have an ambulance outside of the house. Paramedics ready.
That friendship is now haunting him. Diddy is currently facing serious legal allegations involving assault, coercion, and exploitation at those infamous freak-off parties. And Ashton, well, people are calling him out too. Be there questioning whether he was just an innocent guest or something more. The silence is suspicious.
Without whom I wouldn't be here, so thank you. And I also just want to thank everyone who voted for me and at MTV, of course. And to all the ringworms out there, I just want to say
Doing so good. You're doing so good.
I just want to say everyone will suffer. Thanks, MTV Rock! I won the MTV Movie Award.
Comes to that party tonight.
And Ashton isn't the only one in the hot seat. Since Demi was married to him during the height of those wild parties, she's being dragged into the controversy as well. Some are wondering if she stayed quiet to protect herself, or if she was truly unaware of what was going on behind the scenes. Either way, she's catching heat too. And if that weren't enough, a resurfaced clip isn't helping Ashton's case. It shows a 13-year-old Dev Chase accepting an MTV award, then being approached by Diddy, who invites her to one of his infamous after-parties. Ashton just stood there, smiling.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer.
This is where things get disturbing. Dev was just 13. So why would a grown man invite a young girl to an adult party known for its questionable nature? Even worse, why did Ashton just stand there and say nothing? That silence speaks volumes. And for many, It's just more proof that Ashton may have known more than he let on.
Writes, it was rape and a devastating betrayal, revealed by the man's cruel question, how does it feel to be whored by your mother for $500? Do you believe she...
Despite all the drama, Demi has always been open about her relationship with Ashton. She admitted she was completely infatuated with him, so much so that it became an addiction. She would do anything to earn his approval, even at great personal. Cassie tried to keep up with his party lifestyle, relapsing into alcohol abuse and destroying her sobriety. At one point, Ashton even suggested a threesome. Demi agreed just to please him, but it's something she deeply regrets.